What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Cultural Currency with Rel Mac, aka the Rap Nerd. Today we're going to do like a 50-50 episode where I'm share story time along with the recap of the Clipse show in Cleveland, Ohio on August 16th, 2025. Um, I went to the show with my man Mel, my man E, and my man Cav. Um, Cav arrived a little later than us, so Mel, E, and myself, we all went to dinner. We shot over to dinner at House of Creole. Food amazing. I suggest if you never ate there, I definitely suggest you guys eat there. We got the dinner maybe like around, I want to say like 4:30, and I believe we left like around 6 p.m. Um, and then we started making our way back to our room. But before I even continue, so there was a lot of concerts going on that night. I believe there was Maxwell and Lucky Day. Um, and then while we were downtown, there were a lot of people in like cowboy hats and cowboy boots. I can't remember who was there, but they were at the football stadium. There was a baseball game going on as well that night. It was ridiculous. There was just people everywhere. It was a lot going on in Cleveland that night. So we went to dinner. Like I said, we left dinner like maybe around like 6. The doors to the show opened at 7, and our goal was to maybe get there like around like 8:15, 8:20ish. So we go back to our rooms. Of course, we shower, get dressed, indulging in adult beverages. I actually bought that bottle of champagne because it's the Pharrell Moet. So I'm like, Clipse Pharrell. That kind of makes sense. Like, why not drink this for the night, or at least start drinking this for the night? So that's what we did. Our hotel was maybe about 25, 30 minutes away from the venue because like I said, there was a lot going on that night. So the hotels were ridiculous. I think the average price for a room just for one night was like maybe like 450, 500. So that wasn't in the budget. So I was like, we're gonna stay where the fuck we need, where our black asses could stay. That's within the budget. Our hotel was cool, but so we're like maybe like I said, like 30, let's just say 30 minutes away from the venue. So we're like, hey, let's call the Uber at like 8 or like quarter to 8 to get there at a decent time. And it was a straight shot all highway. So we're thinking like, the Uber driver is going to take that route. He did not. He literally drove through the entire city. So now we're hitting like light after light after light. It was ridiculous, but we made it work. We arrived at the show maybe at like 8:15, 8:20ish. And we got there a little early because Mel wanted to go to the merch line because there was merch in person that wasn't on the Clipse official site. So he was like, I want a few items that I can get for the tour, like because I obviously couldn't get it online. So as soon as we arrived, Mel jumped in the merch line. I shot to the bathroom. Kev and E went to the bar. Um, I get back from the bathroom and there's drinks there. We're like, word, let's make it work. So we're having our drinks, having a good time. And I don't know the capacity of this venue, but I'm gonna just use a number for an example. Let's just say that the venue held 3,000 people. If the venue held 3,000 people, I think they might have sold 4,000 tickets. It was jam packed in this venue. So after we get our drinks, we wait for Mel at the bar because we're like, hey, we're at the bar, you know, come here when you get done. He gets done with the merch line. We're hanging out at the bar, and it was just like perfect timing. As soon as he got back from the merch line, we started making our way into the venue, and I mean like making our way to like the standing room was because that's what we got standing room tickets. Um, I prefer standing room tickets when it's a rap show because I want to be in the mix. And we all agreed to that. So we're like, hey, let's be in the mix. It's a rap show, it's the Clipse. Like I want to be amongst the bullshit. So we started making our way towards like where the standing room seats were, and we can't even get in the actual, there's like the lobby, if you want to call it that, where the bar is, and then we start making our way, and we can't even get to where we need to get to. Eventually, we baby step our way over there, and instantly it's like we had to deal with like just nonstop bullshit. Like we had to deal with security, and security was on the security guard was on one. Um, so we're like trying to get to our the standing room spot, and dude's like, "Nah, y'all can't go no further." And we're like, "Bro, what you talking about? Like, this is what we paid for." He's like, "Nah, y'all gotta stay right here." And I'm like, "Okay, I see what type of time he on." He like, "Yo, matter of fact, go upstairs. There's standing room spots upstairs. Go upstairs." Now this is the venue security, so we're like, you know what? We're not gonna make a fuss. Like, there's no point in like we're here to enjoy the day. Like, there's no need to even argue or just give off that type of energy. We like, you know what, bro? You got it. You got it, big dog. So um we go upstairs. We go upstairs, and it's like the sheriff. So we're trying to walk into the standing room spots upstairs, and the sheriff's like, nah, y'all gotta go back downstairs. And we like, yo, bro, like, dude just told us to come upstairs. He like, nah, I'm the sheriff. I'm basically running this show. Take y'all asses back downstairs. So mind you, the show started. They're like 2 or 3 songs in, and we're still trying to figure this shit out. Whatever. So we go back downstairs, and we meet Action Jackson, fucking top flight security ass nigga, and he's like, all right, y'all could come. So there's like 2 or 3 little steps to go down to where the standing room area is, and like there's like a little walk. So I'm like, yo, let's just stand here because he's not letting us through. So we're just gonna stand here in this little walk, and it is what it is. I'm like, yo, I'm cool with like letting people walk past because I'm not here for the bullshit. So dude's like, hey yo, my man, you can't stand there. So now I started laughing a little bit because I'm hearing Kev like he's back there sighing. He's like, yo, what the fuck is Buddy on? So I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Kev's getting frustrated. E disappeared. I have no idea where E's at right now. Mel disappeared. I have no idea where he's at either. It's just me and Kev trying to figure this out. But apparently they were having the same issues as well with like either another person at the venue or security as well. So I don't know where my other 2 friends are. It's just me and Cab trying to deal with Action Jackson right now. So Cav's like he's getting frustrated, and it takes a lot for Cab to get frustrated or for him to like raise his voice or to get angry. Cav's just very chill, but I see the look on his face. Like I've known Cav since I was maybe about like 7 or 8 years old. So I know when he's about to be like, all right, enough of this cool shit or enough of this calm being patient shit. I'm about to wild out. And anyone that knows Cav is like 6'4", 215. Like Cav ain't no little dude. So it's like when he get mad, it's going to take a lot for somebody to calm him down or to stop him because he's a big dude. Pause. So Cav's like, hey yo, my man, let me holler at you real quick. And I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So him and Cav like walk to like the beginning of like where the bar was at, where we just came from. So like I said, Cav's like 6'4". Security dude, he's like 5'8", 5'9", but he's a big dude. He's maybe like 300 pounds. He's like 5'9", 300. So the height difference is crazy. And if like the optics of it is like Cav's like looking down on him, barking on him. The optics was crazy. I'm laughing. So I'm like, you know what? Let me walk over here and just try to like try to diffuse it a little bit because like I said, it takes a lot for Cav to get to this point. So Cav said something, and when he said it, like you ever hear somebody say something and you want to laugh, but if you laugh, it's gonna make the situation worse. So As I'm walking over here, as I'm walking over there, I hear Cab say, like I said, Cab 6'4", dude's like 5'8", 5'9". So Cab, just imagine someone like looking down on someone, but saying this. Cab's like, hey yo, hey yo, bro, like we bought standing room tickets, right? Dude's like, yeah. Cab's like, well, I'm trying to stand in the room. Like Cab's getting frustrated, he's talking with his hands. He's big as hell. Pause. So dude's like, man, just go ahead. So we like, all right, bet. So we walk down, we bust a left, and like there's literally enough space for us to just stand here and watch the show. So not like so now they're on like maybe like 4 songs. I don't even know what songs were played at this point because, like I said, we're dealing with top flight security who's just doing the most. So I couldn't tell you what the first maybe 3 or 4 songs were. So like I said, we go down the little steps, we bust a left. There's space there. We're like it's like dudes like made a little section. I seen like the dudes to the right of me, they got like a bottle and they chilling. The dudes to the right of me, I mean the dude to the left of me, they're cool as hell. They're chilling. Like I said, Cav's like 6'4", so Cav's like standing like behind the 2 guys to my left because he ain't trying to block their view. Like I said, we don't be going outside trying to be on no type of bullshit. We just want to enjoy ourselves and have a good time and go home. So once we finally found our spot, we chilling. Music's playing, the rapper hands start coming out. The show is amazing. Like I said, to the guys to the left of me, like cool ass hipster white dudes, like that know every word. All right, let me rewind. So when you go to a Clip show, like there, in my opinion, there's only like 4 type of Clips fans. Like you got like your cool ass hipster white dudes that bring vinyl to the show. That's going to like tell you who produced it, who was the engineer, and like just got random facts about the album or the song. That was who. That was who. That was the people that was to my left. The other type of Clips fans, in my opinion, are like the D-boy hustlers, like because the Clips talking about that lifestyle. So the D-boy hustlers is going they gonna show up because they can relate to the lyrics. Like, what type of like it's a hustler. Like, so it's like bet. The other type of Clips fans are the ladies. Is like the Clips gonna bring out the what I mean them joints because them joints recognize the lifestyle as well, and some of them might be fishing for a D boy as well. So you go to a Clip show, you gonna see something nice. And then there's another type of Clips fan, in my opinion, who's like the nigga that just came home from jail. Like he still got like you could just smell the county jail on him. And that was the nigga to my right. Like this nigga was like fresh home. Like so like I said, there's the songs are playing, boys is bringing out their rapper hands, going crazy, like rapping the lyrics, talking that shit. Um and then like I said, the Clips they talk about the lifestyle, like the hustler lifestyle, and there's certain like bars or certain like things that are said where it's like you had to like be a part of the lifestyle to understand it. You had to live it to feel that lyric. And that's what Buddy to my right, like so there was just certain bars. All right, so um when FICO came on and Push's verse go first. So Push is rapping his verse, you know what I mean? Regular. And then the hook come on from Stove God. You don't know what I know. You ain't been where I know. You ain't been where I go. With a fetty so strong, you gotta bag it with one eye closed. This nigga to my right is going bananas. You would think he pinned this fucking hook. So not only is he rapping the bars, he's rapping it with every ounce of his soul. And when he get done saying when the fetty's so strong, you gotta bag it with one eye closed. He just yell out, real shit, real shit. No, fuck that real shit, cause these niggas don't know. So me being me, I'm recognizing like this is the guy that's fresh home from jail. And I'm like, oh word. Now I'm gassing him. Cause I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna get entertained by the clips, and I'm gonna get entertained by this nigga too, because fuck it, we here now. Like, and we all from the hood. We all know that nigga. We shit. Some of that's our cousin. Like we all got that one family member that we can't call. Like we can call when it's time to when it's time to when the situation it's time to go there. But we all know that if we call him or her, but if we call this person, it's going to go there. So you better be prepared for whatever happened once that person arrives, because ain't no turning back. We all know that person. And that was this nigga right here. Like directly to my right. Rapping, like I'm telling you, he's rapping this shit like he wrote these lyrics. Like, so he's going crazy and I'm hyping him. I'm like, no, fuck that, bro. Talk that shit. He like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Splow me up. And then when he splowed me up, bro, you know how you could just like pause, you could just be like, oh, this nigga is strong as fuck. This nigga is ready to fight anybody who disagree with anything he said. So I'm like, oh, I'm glad I made friends with this nigga, because I got Cab over here. He's 6'4". E like 6'2". Lift all the weights in the gym. Mel ain't no small dude. I'm the littlest person here. I'm 5'8", buck 60. So my friends is, they ain't small dudes. And I got fresh out the county nigga right here. So, and I'm hyping him up, and he's my friend now. So it's like, oh, this is super safe. I couldn't tell you what this nigga looked like. I don't know this nigga's name. He could, I could literally walk past him tomorrow, and if he don't recognize me, I'm not gonna speak to him. I'm gonna probably say, "What's up, bro?" and just keep it moving, because I don't know what he looked like. So if you recognize me, Cleveland, bro, you my nigga, bro. But you was rapping that shit crazy. I fucks with you heavy, dog. So he's going crazy. And like I said, I'm hyping it up. We having a good time. So like I said, the music's playing. They probably played a good 9 or 10 songs from the album, from what I remember. Like I said, I don't remember the first maybe 3 songs, because we was dealing with, what I mean, old boy that was trying. He wasn't trying to let us in the standing room when we got standing room. It was just it was a mess. But they played most of the new album. Of course, all of their hit singles, like of course, "Grinding," "Virginia," "Mr. Me Too," um, "Popular Demand." Now, I was telling Mel on the drive up there, I was like, "Yo, how dope would it be if they brought out Cam for Popular Demand?" I'm like, for 2 reasons. For one, it's extremely petty for them to do it, because Pusha don't fuck with Jim Jones, and neither do Cam. So I'm like, yo, that's a extra fuck you to Jim, because I brought out Cam. Like, that'll be fire. And I'm like, the second reason it'll be fire is because Cam got a song called "I Used to Get It in Ohio." And I'm like, that makes perfect sense to bring Cam out to do the verse for Popular Demand, and let him, get 2 or 3 songs off, because he used to move work in Ohio. So I'm like, oh, that'll be fire. Of course, they didn't do that. I was disappointed. But like I said, they played most of the new album, all of the classic hits. The only song that I was expecting to perform was my favorite Clip song, which is "Doorman." And because I think performance wise, I think it's a good song to be performed. It got the beat for it, it got the energy for it. It just sounds like a good performing song. But then, like, as I was starting to think about it, I'm like, it's a good song sonically to perform, but the song is just extremely long, even if you only do the first 2 verses, because I think the hook is like a 12 bar hook, and then you got a 16 verse. I mean, a 16 bar verse, and then you got another 12 bar hook, and then another 16 bar verse. So like that song in itself, performing it was probably too long. It was probably like, it probably would have been like like a 4 minute song just off the two hooks and the verses, and that's not even getting into the third verse. But that was the only song I really wanted to hear because, like I said, that's my favorite Clip song. Um, but Pusha didn't do any solo music, which I kind of expected, because I don't think he wanted to like steal the shine from it being a Clip show. So it was just all Clips music, which was extremely fire. They played every song that you expected them to play, um, which was dope. So like they did the show, was fire, and then like left the stage, and then like had the crowd you like yelling for like an encore, and then came back out and did like another 5 or 6 songs. Fire. The visuals on the screen, fire. Like I don't want to give away the show for people that maybe have plans on seeing it. But the visuals, you will appreciate the visuals. I'm telling you, you will.
It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Come on, go, smoke, go, so be it, go.
If I had to rate this show out of a 10, I'm definitely giving it like a minimum of an 8.5. Like it's definitely an 8.5 show. I'm in fact, I'm gonna just give it a 9. And I would probably rate it higher if I was there for the first 3 songs. Like I said, we were dealing with a lot of, but we were mainly dealing with the security guard's ego. And like I said, when we go outside, anybody that knows us, we don't operate like that. We're just here to have a good time, bro. Like I wanna enjoy myself, crack some jokes, crack some jokes with my friends, have a drink or two, and make it back home safe. I don't got time for the nonsense. Now, if it comes my way, then we gotta address it any way that we know how to address it. But I'm not going outside seeking arguments or seeking violence or just seeking anything negative. I just want to have fun with my friends because that's what we came to do. I would definitely rate this show a solid 9. It would probably be higher, like I said, if I heard the first 3 songs, but it was everything I expected from a Clip show. I expected to see them niggas wearing some fly shit because the saying about the Clips or Pusha T is they only talk about drugs, they only talk about coke. Nah, y'all just don't be listening. They be talking about fashion and fly shit. It's just y'all don't be wanting to hear it. Not saying y'all, but the masses, they don't be like they're so blinded by the blinded by the coke rap that they don't hear the fashion bars. They don't hear the lifestyle bars, the luxury lifestyle bars. So that's what I expected them to come out wearing some fly shit. They did that. I was expecting to be around the dope boys and the niggas that just came home from jail and the baddies that was outside because that's what the lifestyle entails. Um, it was just an overall dope show. Like, will I go to another Clip show? Absolutely. Like Pusha T's on my wall. Like, why wouldn't I go to another Clip show? Like, he's in my he's in my top 5 best rappers, not my top 5 best artists. I have 2 separate lists. I have a top 5 artist, like career, sales, impact. Like I have a top 5 for that. Then I have a top 5 that is like rapper slash MC. Like, hey, if this person was in a cipher, or if you told them or if you told or if you threw on a beat and said rap, these 5 rappers will probably give you the most stink face. Like, ooh, damn, he said that. He's in that category. He's in my top 5 rappers slash MCs. So would I go to another Clip show? Absolutely. Um, I enjoyed myself thoroughly. We left the show. We ended up seeing some people from Pittsburgh, linked up with them, bar hop to like 3 different places, had a great time, um, and just enjoyed ourselves overall. Like I said, it was extremely fire. I would do it 100% again. And the Clips is the shit, man. Like if you're going to the show, or if you were on the fence about going to the show, do it. Um, I think you will thoroughly enjoy yourself. Like I said, you're going to see a wide array of people between, like I said, the hipsters that's going to bring the vinyl and like in t-shirts and Vans, You're gonna see the baddies because they out here fishing, or they hustlers themselves, and they recognize the lifestyle. Like I said, they talking about fashion, so you gonna see somebody, you know what I mean, putting that shit on with her Chanel bag, and you just got to salute like, yeah, I get it, baby. You gonna see the dope boys, the hustling niggas, you know what I'm saying, like the get money niggas, and you gonna bump into my man. I was on my right, fresh out of jail, fresh out the county, and you just got to make friends with him, bro. Like, but overall, a 9. I would 100% do it again. Amazing show, amazing set list. The only thing, like I said, the only song that I was expecting was Doorman, but then once I further analyzed it, it didn't make sense for Doorman to be a part of the show because it's just too long of a song with the hook being that long. The hook messes up that song, but the hook messes up that song performance wise, but the hook makes the song sonically. I hope that made sense. If not, eh. And what's funny was like I said, you'll see the hipsters, you'll see the dope boys, you'll see the baddies, and when I was there, it made me think about the bar Pusha had on the song "Trouble" with Tyler the Creator, and it was um um Rick James said cocaine's a hell of a drug. Who else can mix the hipsters with felons and thugs and paint a perfect picture of what selling it does? And I was like, yeah. Like who else can mix the hipsters and felons with thugs? Like these niggas. Like it's just they're dope. I'm glad they're back. Um, but yeah, great show. Only issue we had was with security. Minus that, great night. We had a blast. We bar hopped. We did what we needed to do. The Uber coming back was $100. It is what it is. That's what you just gotta. That's the price of doing business when you're out of town and you don't want to drive because you're going to be out here having fun, enjoying yourself, and you just don't want to deal with the headache of injuring yourself or just doing anything irresponsible. So it is what it is. Like you just got to put that in your budget. It is what it is. But yeah, this was Cultural Currency recap of the Clip show in Cleveland, Ohio. And again, Cultural Currency. I'm Real Mac. See y'all, man. Have a good one.